black and gold here in the Steelers setting. And a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set. We're set as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the New York Jets. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd and short.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
First down, and they go back to Harris. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the give, this is Harris. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Eluding the pressure right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
44 yards on the ground for him so far. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Play action. It's Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Here we go.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Mostert with a carry on 1st down, but he is not going anywhere as he is brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. This defense for the Steelers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. He'll buy some time right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On first down, it's Harris. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. 6-0 our score after one. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Out to it, Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. And down inside the 15 he goes.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They go play action now. Wilson. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off near the 26. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He gets it complete to Harris. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. He's going to go up top again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone.
And he's going to be trapped inside his own 5. A very curious decision to bring that one out.
So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Wilson. This one left side caught by Berrios. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw again is Wilson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 38. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Elijah Moore.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Now Harris. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They go play action with Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 36, Wilson. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. Rolling to his right. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Myers' kick is good. And that's going to tie us at 13.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recovered, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run again with Harris. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught by Hooper. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Austin Hooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll run with McKissick. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And able to connect with Berrios. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. That's quickly out wide to Davis. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On 3rd and goal, Wilson flush to his right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robert Tonyan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. Pass caught by Hooper. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On first down, it's Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
57
On play action, they'll throw. Completes it to Watt. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Boswell good with the extra point. They will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. time a factor here late. He'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, going into the final play.